If you're the type of person that's trying to make the decision, should I invest in brand or should I not? My product is successful, I'm making money, I have clients, why should I go and spend an additional tens of, or maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars against a brand? It isn't to say that you should or have to. You don't. But it does mean that you could create a lot more longevity for your particular company by staying relevant. And staying relevant means being out in the universe. And it's easier to be recognized out in the universe if you strike a particular personality. Feels like the brand is sentient as opposed to just a business. So in order to do that type of work, you have to have the right timing in order to do it. And there's a financial component to that as well. So it's never to say that we're the only game in town, or any agency is, but you're going to get a certain output by working with any company like that. You're coming to them for their portfolio. They accomplish that portfolio by being paid a certain amount and it's taking a certain amount of time. So just know that you're only shortchanging yourself if you want an agency to move at like double the speed in which they're accustomed to. It's going to be a poor investment at the end of the day. Things are going to be rushed. You aren't going to have the time to think or be critical of the work. And you want to make sure you leave time for that. So when you think about the deadline that is before the identity exercise, or the deadline or launch date that's happening before you want to have a website out there, just take that into consideration. When you are going through a brand exercise, pick the people that you want to be involved as part of your team. And when I say part of your team, I mean representative of you, your company, right? So whether that's you and a co-founder, or you and team members on the team, or you and a trusted advisor, fantastic. Try and keep that team small. Make sure that, if you're bringing someone in, there's a real value for bringing them in. One thing I would caution against is bringing someone in midstream or at the end of the project, because there has been a progression and a process that has gotten you to make these choices. If somebody's coming in midstream, they may not understand that, and they may be giving you advice that's not relevant because they haven't heard the entire story. It's like somebody walking in the middle of the movie and telling you what the plot is based on what they're seeing. And so I would be really cautionary about that. Pick your dedicated team, make sure they're with you through the entire process so that you have a really cohesive experience. Because, you bring people in mid-process, a lot of times they want to be of value, so they might just be contradictory to help play devil's advocate. I would caution against it. It can slow things down. It can create confusion for you, for your team. And I think it's best to start with one cohesive team and move through that process.